Good morning. Here we start a new video and do my walk around, kind of do my intro here. Try to get some tips and some advice to some of the new drivers coming out here. A lot of them are going to the schools and coming out here trying to learn. And sometimes they get good advice, sometimes they get bad advice. I don't know if mine's good or bad, but I've been out here 24 years and I've learned a few things along the way. So if I can give some advice to help somebody out, that's a good thing. I'm gonna finish my walk around. I'm gonna start driving. And I'll come on here in a little bit, and we'll come back on anyway. And we'll talk about the good and the bad about truck driving, what I've observed over the years. All right, I'm back. I went to pull out in Conway, Arkansas. I figure spend this time talking to y'all. If you're a young driver and you're going to go to school with your CDL, you've already just got out of school with your CDL, you got a lot of decisions to make. You need to go talk to some local drivers and people around you and figure out what you want to do. There's different parts of trucking companies, the trucking industry. You got local drivers, you got drivers that are home once a week, 1 or 2 days a week, and you got drivers that are home every 21 to 45 days. Each one of them are different. Mixer drivers, 10-wheeler drivers, end-dump drivers, belly dump drivers. Those guys are home every night. Some of them jobs kick off, freeway jobs and stuff kick off at night. But for the most part, you're home every day. Then you got your farm drivers. They're running beans and dairies and all kinds of stuff like that, walking floors, some end dumps, some belly dumps. Those guys, sometimes they're home every day, sometimes they're only home on the weekends. And you got your dairies, your tankers and stuff, your fuel and your milk. Those guys run out. They stay pretty busy. They're usually home on the weekends. And then you got your freight, and your flatbeds and your heavy hauls. And those guys are, some of them flatbeds and stuff, they get home every week, every 2 weeks. But most of your freight guys are home every 21 to 45 days. So if you're young, you got a family, you need to be home, I'd think twice before I jumped in there and put all my eggs in a basket and running freight. But to each their own. Everyone has their own preference and the amount of money they need to make or they want to make. So you got to just kind of take that for what it's worth. A lot of the freight companies offer reimbursement on your tuition. So if you run for them for a year, they'll pay it back. But a lot of the freight companies try to push you into lease purchase and stuff like that. And for your first year, I'd stay away from your lease purchase just till you learn what you're doing, figure it out. The lease purchase programs are all for the companies, they're not for the drivers. So if you think you're going to go get a lease purchase and you're going to be a full-blown owner-operator, you're wrong. A full-blown owner-operator has their own authority. They have a lot more than what a lease purchase program owner-operator will. A lease purchase operator, they're still at the beck and call of the company. You can't get mad and just take your truck and leave that company and go to another company. That truck still belongs to that company. So you still got to dance around their little rules and their regulations, all that little stuff for that company. Where a full-blown owner-operator, they own their truck, they have their own authority, they're going to do what they want to do. And it's a little different. But do your research, figure out what you want to do, figure out what works best for you, get your time in, and once your time is in, just have fun, make your money. I've been out here since 2000, May of 2000. 24 years I've been out here. I made a lot of money, made a lot of friends, seen a lot of country, raised my family. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the road. But on that note, I'll turn it back on here in a little bit and we'll cover some more topics. Alright, I'm back. I've been off for a couple of days. I'm back at it. I'm at the rest area, westbound I-40 in Texas. I got some footage of that I'll put on here. Try to take the time to touch on you new drivers coming out. It's August. Winter's coming. And a lot of your companies try to force new drivers into running in bad weather. So you gotta be careful. If the roads are bad, no matter what they tell you, how they come across at you, they can't make you drive. if they put pressure on you and you get behind that wheel and you're running in bad weather, snow and ice, and you wreck that truck and you kill someone, it's you who gets in trouble, not them, because they're going to deny ever telling you to run. Now, being a truck driver, that being said, you're going to run in bad weather. There's going to be rain, there's going to be snow. You got to make that decision on your own, that call. Because at the end of the day, it's you who has to live with the consequences of your actions. So, if you get out there, you're running in bad weather, and you wreck and kill someone or yourself, you don't only have yourself to blame. All right, get back in behind the wheel and get driving. I'll come back on here in a little bit and cover some more topics. That's a pull out. Westbound 40, Texas. It's pretty pull out. Rest area. Has a tornado shelter. Pretty good. Not bad. And we're back. I'm gonna pull out in New Mexico. I'm about 3 hours from Gallup. I'm right by Moriarty. So I dropped the hill into Albuquerque. From Albuquerque to Gallup is about 2 hours. But I want to take this time to kind of give all the new drivers out there, you're about to come out of school and start driving, a few things you're probably going to need. I would always keep some water on the truck. Always keep a little food in the truck, some canned food. With winter coming, you get snowed in real easy. So having a little extra food to buy you a day or two is always a good thing. We keep a paper atlas, trucking atlas, in our truck along with our GPS. Like I said before, this is a team truck. We don't ever stop. We're dedicated. So we're on the same route all the time. So it's a little different for us than it is for a new driver who's probably going to be out there running freight and getting kind of the short end of the deal. They're going to put you in some pretty crazy places, hang you up, and just always be ready. And that's a long 21 to 45 days out there. Anything can happen. They're going to push you to run even when you don't want to. So I'm going to get back in the truck and head on down the highway, and I'll come back on here in a little bit and talk some more. Alright, I'm back. We're going to take a second to wrap this up. I'm going to pull out in Oklahoma. Got about 50 miles left to be in Arkansas. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. I'll see if I can't put another video together and maybe go a little more deeper into some of the stuff that we talked about. Find some new stuff to talk about. And hope you all have a safe day. Until the next video. Bye.